guys, why is it always when Bafana Bafana is playing, when Zwane scored, we are always comparing him with Dr. Khumalo. That's the two of them. Why is it always like this? Why? I mean, I realized recently, every time when Zwane played well, and then Dr. Khumalo names and pictures and comparison, they will start appearing. Maybe it's a fair comparison because Dr. Khumalo himself, he's brought this into himself. Because he cannot stop. The man cannot stop talking about Zwane. It's fair enough that he appreciates Zwane. And then Zwane is a good player. Yes. Sometimes doesn't feel well for me to compare two of your own players, like the players for Bafana players, compare them. This one is a fair comparison because they play well. They're not playing the same roles but different position. Because Dr. Khumalo was never really play as number 10. Never. Dr. Khumalo was actually playing on the left, believe it or not. Dr. Khumalo was playing on the right wing. Because we had to have Eric Tingler and Buthelezi in the middle. So sometimes we have, because the formation was 4-4-2. We're playing 4-4-2 all the time that time. So and then Shoes will be on the left. So we never have a proper wingers until Mukelele start coming in the picture. Mukelele start playing on the left. Then we always have play with two DMs because we try to accommodate Dr. Khumalo's position. Now, it's a fair comparison to these two players, because they're all good. Zwane is doing well now. It's a shame that he's doing well at this now, because I still believe that it's not the future. That's the only problem with him. It's not the future of South African football. But he's playing well now. I give the guy credit, like at his age. But then you have to ask yourself a question. Where was Zwane? Because I don't know about Zwane when he was 20, 23, 24. I don't know. I never heard about him. Like, where was he? Why are we producing late developers in football in South Africa? Because a lot of players, you can think about a lot of players, they start to be good when they're 27, 28. They start to appear. And one of my favorite players, again, was Suzy Zuma. For me, was a top striker, that guy. But unfortunately, the time is trying to set the whole world alight. He was around 26, 27 already. To be fair, they were playing at the 23. They were already playing for Golden Arrows, I think, or Amazulu, is it? Zuma, Nomvedem, Pumlan Mkhize, I think they were somewhere there. But these two guys, yeah, they're good player in their own right. Very different. Temba Zwane, it's very professional, if you ask me. Very, very, if you want to compare the two of them. Khumalo was always like a playboy. Of course, it's a bit good looking, so all the girls, they loved him. So he was playing for the girls. The girls don't go. No, I'm joking. So good player, Dr. Khumalo, yeah? Very, very good player. One of my best top player. Very creative. More creative than Zwane. But Dr. Khumalo was one of the laziest players we ever have in the country. Like me. I didn't like defending. And I was playing a little bit the same position. I didn't like going backwards. You know, when we defend Dr. Khumalo, when we were defending it was we were one man down, 100%. He could not defend. I think she can put a little bit of defensive work, but he always play high up the pitch. So they are very different. I think who scored a lot of goals now for Bafana Bafana? Is it Mishishi? Because Dr. Khumalo is more about creative free kicks or any set piece. Was him. It was all about him. He was good on them. Although when I look at them now, some of them they were not quality, but they were scoring that time because they were just hanging the ball in the air in the right areas and then they score. But the quality of the crosses and we just realized like actually the goalkeepers were shit because some of the crosses or the ball in the box, some of the keepers now they should have just go and grab them in the air. But I don't know what was but they're very different guys, very different. Everyone obviously one have their, but I still think Dr. Khumalo is more creative, much creative player compared to Zwane, more skillful, way skillful than Mshishi. Mshishi can be direct, very good when he just wants to score. He doesn't have time to mess around, which is good. Those 1-2s in the box, whatever. It's just, of course, you can see the pass. He's a quality player. Yes, it's a quality player. But guys, but we can't be doing this every time. Every time when Zwane score, are we trying to tell people that he's better than Dr. Khumalo? Oh no, no. In terms of creativity, no. Dr. Khumalo and skill, Dr. Khumalo is very skillful, very talented. He just couldn't defend. That's his biggest weakness. He didn't have a speed. Maybe that's the reason why he couldn't get close to other players to defend, to be able to defend. So don't underestimate the two. I know Dr. Khumalo is mad about Mshishi, yes. And Mshishi himself, he deserves all the hypes he gets. It's overhyped. There's no doubt about it. It's overhyped. It's some people just see him as the one of the best South African player. Well, I won't put him in the. He won't be, for me. Mshishi won't be in the top 10 of the best South African players ever. He won't be there. No. We had a lot of top players before. Top players. The new generation, unfortunately, they might not know them, but we used to have top players before these guys. And you only have to go and look at the videos, if we have videos, and you'll see how many players. We could not make it. It was very hard for the coach to make a squad, to pick 11 players out of all these guys. It was very hard. And we were going mad all the time when they leave our own player. And then picking the likes of Eric Tingler because we think Eric Tingler is Nelahomu, because it was just a tractor, a hard man. That's all what he had. Very hard man, very strong and powerful. But that's the way it is, guys. So, guys, the two players are our own players. We should be happy to have them. So stop every time when someone scores and start comparing them. I think that's not fair. Thank you, guys. Thanks.